Good morning and welcome to the Daily Hug, a place where I'm sharing stories of how my portal to becoming a better man was deep inside a simple hug. This story goes back to a Big Dave long before the hugs, the high fives, the books, 9/11, and anything else that I'm now known for. It goes back to 1998 when I was bigger Dave, and let me just call it like it was. I wasn't bigger, I was just fucking fat. My father had died a few years prior and I was still figuring out this thing called life and my place in it. Now, around this time, Nike was running some motivational commercials that got me to sign up for my first half marathon, thinking that I would just figure it out on my way to just doing it. Well, that plan backfired miserably somewhere around mile 8 when my pace slowed down to a limp and I was done. Right then, another runner approached me and said, "You thinking about quitting?" I looked at this old white guy wearing beat-up sneaks, high socks, and a bunch of t-shirts, and I said, "Well, yeah, how can you tell?" Jogging in place the whole time, the man said, "You're a big dude to be doing this, and I noticed you at the start." I told the man that this is my first half marathon, and I didn't think I could go on. And he said, "I tell you what, run with me for a little bit, and if you want to quit, you quit, and if you want to go on, I'll see you at the finish." It seemed like a great deal, so we ran and I listened. I listened to this man talk about his battle with addiction, a failed marriage, a so-so career, and reuniting with his teenage daughter. He spoke to me about times in his life where he thought he couldn't go on and how there was always something left. Now, as a man that loves conversations, this one was so rich, and I really was looking forward to listening to this man all the way until the finish, but that wasn't the case. He said, "You really are slowing me down, and it's all up to you now. And like I said, if you quit, you quit. And if you finish, I'll see you at the finish." And with that, he took off. It was only a few miles to the finish, and I limped my fat ass across the line where my niece and my mother were waiting for me. And just as I waved to them and stepped to my left towards them, this old man stepped from my right and greeted me with a Gatorade and a big hug. "Well done," he said. And in the instant that it took me to try and get my mother's attention to come over and meet this man, he was jogging away yelling, "See you next race." My body hurt. I mean, it really hurt. And I didn't want to do another race. But I did, just to find that man. I didn't, but I thought about him the whole time. And I thought about him the next year, too, when I did the race. But after that, I said, "Fuckin'," and I just went back to the race to high five people. And now 26 years have gone by, and I'm now the old dude dispensing wisdom and life stories to random people that I see stuck in life. And it's great because what I learned from that experience is that we don't often need inspiration to move forward in life. We just need some motivation not to fucking quit. I hope you enjoy this story, and I hope you enjoy all of my stories. And I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful Thanksgiving. I'll rejoin this sometime next week, and like I said, I hope you enjoy my stories.